announcements today. Welcome to Christopher Bellis, and you're here from Chef's Market Bistro. Thank you so much for joining us again. You always bring in the tasty treats.
Well, I try, and we offer tasty treats every time you come into the restaurant.
Well, that's what I was asking you. I was like, is this an appetizer that I can go and buy? And you're like, we give it to everybody who comes through the door.
Everybody who comes through the door gets one piece of bruschetta. If you want more than that, you can always order, a full order if you'd like. But
right, because it's on the menu. Let's talk about this menu. How did you pull together all these ingredients? Where did the idea for this? It's an eclectic mix. I mean, some of the stuff that you were telling me, I've never heard of before, like the zucchini noodles.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So how did you do this menu?
Well, we have a really brilliant executive chef, Tyler Schwartz. He's grew up locally and trained at the Balsams, and he really put the pedal to the metal and tried to figure out some great tastes and flavors to bring together. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring kind of local ingredients and fresh ingredients together to really highlight the nature and the flavor of the actual food. And he's done a really good job with that. So the zucchini noodles that you just mentioned is one of our dishes. As we were thinking about vegetarian and vegan options, we wanted to make sure that vegetarians and vegans had like a full meal that they could have. And so
it's nice to go out and be able to be like, I don't have to totally blow it out of the water by having the pasta that I can't eat. And you guys have solved that problem.
And exactly, and so we take zucchini and you put it through a machine and it actually spits it out on the other end as something that looks like noodles. And then we make use whatever's fresh and from a vegetable perspective and add that into a lemongrass ginger sauce.
Well, that's what you were telling me about, this lemongrass ginger sesame sauce.
Yes.
These are things that, I mean, thank goodness you have a trained chef, because I would never think to put these things together. And it's nice that I can go and try these simple ingredients, yet they blend so well together.
They do.
I mean, that's amazing sauce with the vegetable zucchini noodles. I'm getting hungry already. And you locally source as much as you can. Let's talk about some of the farms.
Well, some of the farms that we use, are in different areas. We source from the Broadburn Farm in Scarborough, Massachusetts, Scarborough, Maine, Backyard Farm in Portland, Maine, Fishbowl Farms in Bodaham, Maine. We also Sherman Farm here in Conway, New Hampshire. So those are just some of the examples of some of the local farms that we source from. We also source our meats out of Maine and New Hampshire, and so recently we added our grilled sesame shrimp.
I was going to say, let's talk the carnivores, because you have some great options for those folks as well. Tell me, I totally interrupted you, but the grilled sesame shrimp?
Yes, we added that to the menu recently. You get 4 huge shrimp on a plate with baby bok choy, as well as a soba noodle salad, and it's a really delicious treat. But if you have a real carnivore who's looking for beef, we have our steak frites or our grilled beef ribeye that's on our menu. We also have braised pork on the menu with a white bean ragu, which
so good.
And what's really brilliant about Tyler's work is he brings in not a lot of flavors, but he brings in very specific flavors to really highlight the food that you're eating. And the response that we've had from guests and whatnot is been tremendous.
I've been hearing these reviews, and they all have been fantastic. And when can people get in and visit you guys?
Well, we're open 11 to 9 every day,
except
for Tuesdays. We do take a day off to relax a little bit.
Tuesdays closed, but every other day, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. And you guys have a full bar there as well. So if you just want to go hang out, have a cocktail, you can do that too.
Yes, you can. And we're in the process of developing our wine list as well, and trying to find wines that will really complement our food. So we were constantly bringing in new wines, for people to try and to taste. And it's really a great experience. It's nice, relaxing. It's a warm environment where people can just come and have a good time. Families are more than welcome to come.
Because you do have like the small table for 2, the romantic, but then you also are able to accommodate larger families.
Exactly. We can accommodate. The largest party that we've dealt with actually happened this week. We had a group of 42 people from the local Kiwanis Club that came in. They were doing what they call a dine around, where they were going to different restaurants in the area, and they chose to come to us for dessert.
Oh, great. What are some of the desserts?
So some of the desserts that we have a cheesecake with a roasted grape sauce. We have a orange tart with candied orange peel. We have a s'more sundae, which is actually delicious.
I bet it is. You can't really go wrong with that.
A brownie with a large scoop of ice cream and chocolate sauce and marshmallow, toasted marshmallow,
Yum.
and graham crackers sprinkled.
Great. Is that your favorite? It seems to be.
I think when it comes to chocolate, that is what I usually go for.
Excellent. Well, Christopher, did we catch everything? I mean, you were just naming some of the menu items. You also have sandwiches. If someone wants to get in there and have a hearty lunch, they can do that after.
They can do that.
11
We have
a.m.
soups, salads, sandwiches. You can come in and sit down and enjoy it, or you can come in and take it out.
Okay.
You know, our phone number is 356-4747.
Great.
Just give us a call, let us know what you want, and you can take it out on the slopes or out to the park.
Great. So is that considered sort of like a catering service as well, or is that just a takeout service? Are you guys
Well, that's a
considering
takeout
that?
service. We also do catering services as well. So if people are looking to either have an intimate dinner catered, they can give us a call,
That's a
or
wonderful
larger
idea.
events.
I think that's a great idea. And also, I was thinking March Madness is upon us, of course. And if you're having that party, to have you guys do the cooking, you can enjoy your guests, have them over for whatever basketball craziness you want. And that's a great option.
Exactly.
Awesome. So website, you're coming up with a chefsbistronh.com.
Correct.
Is where you want to direct people to go. And they have the full menu there.
They do.
Okay, and your phone number as well if they want to call, because you do accept reservations, which is nice. Not a lot of places around here do that.
Yes, we do take reservations, and we do get a number of them. So, you know, call early if you're going to reserve. You know,
Okay.
that way we can make sure that we have a table set aside for
And
you.
that's 356-4747. Again, online at chefsbistronh.com. Christopher, did we get everything?
I think we did, you know,
Okay.
but we have some bruschetta that you haven't tried yet.
Are you going to make me eat on, on live TV again?
I always like to make you eat on live TV.
I know. They had like a close-up of me like getting, what was the last thing? It was so
Chili.
tasty. I know. And poor Hans was waiting in the back room, and I think I scarfed the whole thing by the commercial break, so he got none. But that chili was delicious with those huge chunks of the, was it brisket?
Beef brisket, yes.
Oh, beef brisket. Now, is that an everyday item as well?
Not an everyday. That, you know, we cycle that in as
Takes a
one of
lot.
our soups.
Yeah, you guys like marinated and smoked and whatever you do to brisket, because that was phenomenal. Okay.
So
Are you going to have some too?
we'll have some with you.
Okay, all right. So as we go to break, I'm going to thank you again, because last time I talked in my mouth full and I heard all about that. So I'm going to take a small one now. And thank
Okay.
you very much. Thanks for joining us and always feeding me in the mornings.
Well, thank you for letting me join you as well.
Excellent. And you guys can find Chef's Market Bistro right in North Conway Village. It's right on Main Street, and they have parking right in front of. And you can do some shopping, have some lunch, and then take it all the way through dinner. Christopher, thanks again. And we'll
you.
be back
All righty.
down the hatch.